A major Cardano Ethiopian deal was revealed on April 29th of 2021. In this video, we will look into exactly what this deal is all about, and we will also perform some simple technical analysis on the Cardano chart. By the way, welcome back to Chibind Brothers. My name is Joel. Please allow me to ask you to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, as it helps us with the YouTube algorithm to get our message to a wider audience. So now, what is all about with this Cardano and Ethiopia deal? So in this deal, Cardano made with Ethiopia is that Cardano is going to be providing blockchain-based solution to the Ethiopian government. And this will be a solution that will impact 5 million people in Ethiopia. And these 5 million people are students. So then the solution is all about providing blockchain technology solution that will allow the Ethiopian government to create unique identifiers for all 5 million students in Ethiopia. And so what is going on here is that the Ethiopian government wants to be able to track the evolution. So basically, the academic evolution of their 5 million students. Currently, I believe, they will start with students in secondary school and then will go up. So they want to be able to track the academic records of these students starting from their early ages all the way up to university. And this will be done through blockchain-based solution. And this blockchain-based solution will be made possible through an application that Cardano has been building. And the application is called Prism or Atala Prism. And so basically what this application will allow is each student to download these applications on their mobile phone. And what happens here is that when the student downloads the application and then they access the application and they input all their information, what happens is the application provides them what Cardano is calling a DID or a DID. A DID is a decentralized ID. And so with this decentralized ID that is being given to each student by the application, then at the same time, since this application is built on the Cardano blockchain, what happens is the Cardano blockchain records this ID, right? But then you also have the government or the Ministry of Education, which is also in this case in charge of running a full node. So what happens is that with Cardano having the Prism application on their blockchain and the Ministry of Education in Ethiopia running a full node, what happens is the government, the Ministry of Education in Ethiopia will be able to cryptographically sign the government ID or the DID that has been given to that student. So now that student has an official ID, a unique identifier that they can use throughout the entire academic record. So now, why is this big? The reason why this is big is that, myself, I am from Africa. And I can remember during the time when, this was back in 2013, when I was about to come in America to come pursue my university studies. It's hard for us to be able to collect all of our academic records because of the very inefficient system that we have back there. I am myself from the Democratic Republic of the Congo. And I remember back then that I had to go through all the schools that I had attended to try and figure out to find all these academic records and then to compile them into one place to be able to send all these records to America for my admission when I was trying to come here. But with this blockchain-based type of technology, this is going to be making it super easy and very efficient for students in Ethiopia because they will be able to access all of their records in one place, and this is big. And the biggest thing here too is the fact that this will give access Cardano to 5 million people. Guys, if that is not mass adoption, I don't know what your definition of mass adoption is. So, another thing here is that why this is so big. This is so big because this will also allow people to have unique identifiers or DID that will allow them to also access financial services. Because one thing in Africa too is that a lot of people do not have access to lending programs, do not have access to loans because they don't have an history of credit. But with having a unique identifier using this Prism Hub, these people who had never had access to these kind of financial services will now have the opportunity to have these kind of financial services. So basically what Cardano is trying to do here is Cardano is trying to bank the unbanked. This is big and I am very bullish. And the fact that this is bringing such solution to a massive population, I think is big. And in this case, since we're talking about financial services, when people are starting to actually use it in real life, we're basically going from DeFi to how Cardano is calling it real fi. So it's real finance being used on the field in Africa. And this is huge, guys. And it's one of the big things that make me super bullish on Cardano. So then the next thing that we will talk about is also another deal that Cardano made in Zanzibar. Zanzibar is a place in Tanzania. And so what happens here is Cardano is partnering up with another company called World Mobile. And with World Mobile, what they will be doing is they will be providing internet services to about 100,000 people in Zanzibar. And this will pretty much focus on providing these internet services to people who don't have access to internet. So in typically remote places. And this is big, guys, because they're basically trying to connect the unconnect. And with these services through the Atala Prism app, these people will also have access to financial services, lending programs, and all these different facilities where they could get access to different credits and get access to different financial services. So this is big, and we can really see that Cardano is trying to take over the African continent. And I'm really glad, and Cardano is definitely my top favorite project in the cryptocurrency market. So with that being said, let's jump into the chart real quick. Okay, guys, so now we are in the Cardano chart. So the first thing that we will start to do here is we'll just look at the trend, right? And so ever since Cardano went on to bust through the $1 previous resistance back in February, we can tell how Cardano went all the way to reaching a high of about $1.50. And ever since then, we can tell how Cardano has been in this consolidation pattern until recently where we saw Bitcoin dropping from $65,000 all the way to below the $40,000, which is the stress test on Cardano that we saw right here. And we saw Cardano go all the way to test the $1 resistance. So then, ever since then, we can tell how Cardano quickly bounced back with this big green candle. This was on April 26th, just a couple days ago. And now we have gained back above the 50 simple moving average. So far, I believe that the Cardano technicals look pretty good because we have the 50 simple moving average above the 150 moving average, and they are both sloping up. And then the next thing is when we look at RSI, RSI is not overbought. It's slightly a little high, but it's not overbought. It's still pretty good right now. So I think there is some improvement. So now I would like to look a little bit more on the 4-hour chart. So when we go on the 4-hour chart, what is really interesting here is that you can see how Cardano has basically been in this consolidation pattern within the $1 level and the about $1.40, which is the previous Cardano all-time high, dating all the way back to January of 2018. We see how Cardano has been playing in this region right here. But something interesting here, I have this white line right here, and you can tell how the price is also kind of following the trend of this white line, which in my thinking, I'm thinking that if it carries on this way, it's probably going to reach the apex of this triangle somewhere up here. And so when it reaches up here, it's probably going to have to decide in which way he wants to go, if he wants to go down or if he wants to go higher. And my bias is that it's probably going to be going much higher. And so in this video, I'm pretty sure that a lot of you guys clicked on the video because you saw the 14x on the thumbnail. So I'm not exactly going into explaining why I believe that Cardano has the 14x potential, but I have a video where I explained my whole thesis behind the 14x potential that I made about a month ago. So I will link that video above and in the description below if you want to go watch that. And in that video, I go in depth into my 14x potential. But in the short term, what I think that Cardano probably has a chance to reach $2.50. And the reason why I'm thinking that is because when we look at the Cardano BTC chart, so let me check the Cardano BTC chart. When we look at the Cardano BTC chart, let's see, let's do 1 day chart. And on the Cardano BTC chart, you can tell that Cardano has recently been playing within the around 2,000 satoshis, and the next resistance above is at around 4,000 satoshis. So if at 2,000 satoshis right now, Cardano is about $1 and some change, $1.30. If Cardano goes all the way to 4,000 satoshis in terms of BTC, that would be somewhere around $2 and some change. And I believe that is probably the next resistance where Cardano is going to be going in terms of satoshis and also in terms of US dollars to $2.50. Also, in that same video where I talk about the 14x potential on Cardano, I also explained this short-term price target of $2.50. Thanks for watching this video. I hope that I provided you with enough value in this video. If that was the case, please allow me to ask you to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. With that being said, if you would like to start investing into the stock market and don't have an account with either Weibo or M1 Finance, you can sign up with our links in the description below. And when you sign up and deposit at least $100, we both get free stocks on Weibo or $30 on M1 Finance. Or if you would like to start investing into the cryptocurrency market, because obviously this video is about crypto, you can sign up with our Coinbase link in the description below. And when you sign up and buy at least $100 worth of crypto, we both get $10 worth of Bitcoin. Or you can sign up with our BlockFi link in the description below. And when you sign up and deposit some money on your BlockFi, which BlockFi will pay you interest on your cryptocurrencies, then we can both get up to $250. Thank you, and I will see you in my next video on Sunday. Bye.